All aboard! Hello, and now then, to today's subject. I've just been thinking about something and I think it'd make good sense in today's, as times have changed with model railways. And it's an idea I've been thinking of. I think it'd make good sense. And is it time to reform train sets? What's that I hate? Well, we've got this mentality of the first train set you get. It's an oval of track with a loco, couple of wagons and transformers. You get a track map laid on the floor. The track map gives you an idea of where to go with it. I thought there's time for a radical think out now on it. And I was thinking, how about, instead of going for the oval, why not supply a train set in like a end-to-end form, like an ingle nut? Just for a suggestion, an ingle nut shunting puzzle. And instead of all the track map, you could say supply laser cut boards, and on the boards you could have the track plan on the laser cut boards, like the laser cut ply baseboards they do. So you have your baseboards straight away to start off. The track plan could be printed onto the boards so you know where to put your track. You could get away from the oval and supply points and straights and stuff. Maybe even flexi track so you could flex it. I don't know. And you could supply a decent shunting loco. Now Hornby, nowadays the little O4Os like Smoky Joe's are good and that, but say you wanted a bit more detail, supply one of the Sentinel shunters and a couple of decent wagons. Instead of the cheap range, supply say a couple of tankers, and that'll get you going to basically have an ingle nut shunting puzzle instead of just, because you get bored quicker just an oval a track. I'd say a lot lose interest quickly. There'll obviously be some that'll take it up, but I'd say a lot will lose interest quickly in just a tail chasing layout. And because you have your baseboards in the setup, it then leads to a permanent home for it. And if it's easy to assemble baseboards, you don't have to have too much parent interaction apart from guidance. For, let's be honest, parents can be time poor nowadays, so they can spend a few hours perhaps getting them set up and getting on the go with it. It's better because it's a permanent setup then, if they find space for it, rather than assemble it up, assemble it down, assemble it up. I'm just thinking of, and also it caters more for adults as well. You can start off with a shunting puzzle. Then you can build your own scenic backboards onto it. You can put your scenery on. It just opens up. You could of course still do the oval track, but it opens up an whole new idea for train sets. Rather than introducing a new scale, why didn't they go that way, right? I don't know. What are people's feelings? Because I think if you did that, you could deliver it in a not that huge package, because the baseboards are flat packed and the actual train set into it. I don't know, what would folks' feelings be? I think it could be a winner. Like, supply everything for shunting and stuff. And you could do a range of buildings for on a shunting layout. Like a fuel depot and stuff like that, and fuel pumps or whatever. I don't know. What are people's feelings? Jot down below. Because I feel they need to go somewhere nowadays. I think it's time the hobby was reformed in a lot of ways. I mean, how long has the oval track been going? It gets people going, yeah, but there's not a lot of... I don't know, you go away and look at layouts at an exhibition, then you're fronted with an oval track, you probably lay on the floor and take up again. It's not that inspiring, whereas you give somebody baseboards and that, the kids could be saying, look at this, I can build something like at the exhibition. It can be a little small Inglenook shunting puzzle layout. But to their minds, they're building something and running it as they've seen at the exhibition. Because let's be honest, with the model train set and the oval track, every one of us here would say your interest were exhausted pretty quickly. And how many must have, that aren't railway modellers now, must have got a train set and thought it's not for me, whereas if you added that little bit of extra interest, like actually doing something and shunting and that, would it have kindled more interest in the hobby? Because a lot of people must get the oval track and, like, I'd say at a rough estimate, there may be 25% of us now that railway model that had a train set. The other 75% probably weren't gripped. I don't know what the percentages are for a start in the hobby from having a train set. Anyway, as I say, jot your feelings down below. And tatty pie, tatty pie.